Hi, this is Maria from Mari's Way of Life. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Today I am going over my 2020 planners, journals, and memory keeping books, as well as show you my 2021 lineup. And with that being said, I also want to have a couple of disclaimers. Number one, I want to let you know that it will be a chatty video, that it is my intention to show you what I've been using, how I've been using them, and maybe why I'm changing. Not necessarily because I don't like the planners anymore that I'm leaving behind, but because as life changes and some planners fit my lifestyle at one point in my life and some do at a different time in my life. The second thing that I want to mention is that I am a fanatic. I am obsessed and I am passionate about planners and journals. So keep that in mind when you're watching my video. This is my hobby and you don't need all of these planners. You don't need to get a certain brand. If you're interested in even getting started, my hope is to give you information, share some ideas, and maybe even inspire you. You don't necessarily need any of this, and I have said it in other videos. It is hard for me to repeat or remember to say this every time. And connected to that, my third thing is please keep this channel very respectful. It is not my intention to ever offend anyone with the items that I purchase or the amount of things that I have in front of me. I am telling you that we all have a story to tell. I didn't wake up this morning being able to purchase 10 planners. So just know that, and I'm very respectfully telling you that. So let's get started. The first two stacks here are my essential planners. Well, I actually have different stacks, but I obviously didn't have enough filming space for them. So let's get started with the 3 planners that I think are essential, not most important, because I think all of my planners and journals are important, but essential, yes. So let's start with these 2 stacks, and then I'll bring in my third one, which is a smaller stack, because I have gifted planners that I wouldn't need and maybe that I purchased and then changed my mind. So I have gifted or sold some of them, so I will only be able to tell you, not show you. So let's go ahead and start with my life planner here. This is a life planner that I will be using for 2021 right here. So I will go into detail with this one in a little bit. So let me move this one out of the way. And let's do this one first. So this is what I will be using. These right here are what I used 2020. Now, let me process and see if I'm missing anything. Nope, I think it's pretty much that. This is it. So I started with an Erin Condren planner. I ordered this one from Amazon. Every time I start a new brand, I always tend to try and find it on Amazon. And if I do, I purchase it from there, because it is a lot easier for me to return items like that if I didn't like them, right? So I went and purchased this Erin Condren planner, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm part of the EC squad. It is just a beautiful planner. It is an entire year. It's in the neutral color. This was their design for 2020. Yeah, 2020. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure things out here. So it's just beautiful. I loved it. I stickered it because I love doing all of those things. That was my first spread here. It was so beautiful. I just really liked it. I was coming from a happy planner and I wasn't sure if I wanted anything coiled, but you know what? This worked out so well. It was so functional. It was my pre-plan. The problem that I encountered was, well, my life was super busy, right? Before pre-COVID. And so pre-COVID, I was running around like a chicken without a head. Not that I'm not doing that here in the house, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of traveling from one spot to the other, from taekwondo, back to school, back to the babysitter, back to home, speech therapy, and tons of other stuff. So I decided that I will start a 2020 Hobonichi Weeks Mega Sneaker. I think this is what it is. Okay, that was a long title. But essentially what this was for me, it was a copy of my pre-plans and where I needed to go, where I needed to be at a certain time, my monthly, and then here was my copy of that. And then it was super loved. I mean, it's a pretty chunky one. And the back I divided in 4 sections with the intention of tracking the food that I was eating, of journaling about my weight loss journey. That didn't go well, but hence I'm still trying. You know, all I can do is try my best every day. And then I had a daily, and then I had notes and brain dump and so on and so forth. So this is pretty loved. I mean, I think my last spread was, I want to say Thanksgiving spread here. So I actually deviated and went a little bit to they had a mini, I don't remember the name, but it's a happy planner with this size now that they made. The skinny mini, maybe the skinny mini, that's what it's called. And so I went to that. I only used it for like a month, and I forgot how much I love things that are bound and coiled now. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just different. So this copy, right? And then I did really well 6 months here. And then all of a sudden, due to things that happen in the world this year, many of the things that happened in the world this year, on Instagram, I found the Ivory Co. And I was driven to it because of the all-in-one. So this is a 6-month planner. Okay, if we compare it to the entire year, you can tell, and you can see how much bigger the Ivory Co. is as well in terms of size and then also thickness. So this one is a 6-month all-in-one. All that means is that this one is monthly, weekly, and daily. This one is just monthly and weekly spreads. So I was very enchanted by that. So I finished 6 months here, try to make this my social media planner. Didn't work out. I put it away in the nice box and called it a day. Then I moved on to this one. And so I've been loving this one. My last spread was last week. Sporadically here and there, I, left things blank because that was just life, but I used it and I loved it, and I finished this planner, and now I'm moving on to the new one that I'm going to show you. So these were all my 2020s, and I'm saying goodbye to them today. So this is a perfect timing because I'm on winter break. I am a first grade teacher, so I feel like now I have time to delve into this one. So I got started in my new planner this week. So let me show you that. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you, the reason why I had one of these, and it was a copycat of these, was because these were too difficult to carry. And I'm remembering that because now I'm moving to this one. But this one, I was afraid that the coil is very delicate. So I was afraid of that. This one actually can take a lot more, but it's still quite, let's make a comparison. So obviously this was my everyday carry. And then let's look at this one. So my new planner versus the Ivory Co. And then this one versus this one. And now I am including the coil because that is part of the planner. So there you go. You can see the difference, okay? So it's even like as I hold it, it's so much easier. Oh God, this is a lot heavier too. So moving on to this one, let's put all 3 together in order that I use them. And this means that I have this entire year planner, this 6-month planner, and here's another 6 months. If you look at it, the case obviously makes it a lot thicker, but if you see in there, the book is a lot thinner than any of the rest. Of course, it's a lot smaller. And the best part of all is that I don't have to copy anything in here. I'm going to make this one my everyday carry. So right now, it seems like a great idea. I will tell you how that unravels 2021. So that's that. Let me move these planners out of the way so that we can now focus on this new planner. This one is a Hobonichi cousin avec. It has the candle cover from Mina Perhonen. It has a cover on cover. It is not recommended that you put this plastic cover on cover. I do it just to protect the textile on the actual cover. That is beautiful. And I could tell you a whole story about this. Actually, this was not my favorite, and I bought a A6 size, and now it's my ultimate favorite. It's peaceful, calming. This week is Christmas week, so I think it's the perfect week to use it. So here we go. In here you have tons of pockets, and it's a beautiful cover. And let me show you. I have started using it in here. So what I did is I decided to do my own spreads on the back pages, because the daily pages don't start until January 1st. So I kind of just played around with the format here. A daily page looks like that. And then I realized that I only had enough pages until December 27, which is a Sunday. And then I didn't have the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So I just divided this one for 4 days. It's fine. Just so I can have some of my to-dos that I like to do. So this was yesterday over here. And this is today. And it is currently really early in the morning. It is probably like 3 a.m. I don't know. But this is the only time I can film without background noises, because my girls are always here. So I decided I will do that for my YouTube channel and to share with you guys, because it's overdue. So okay, so let's take the planner out of here just so you can take a look just at the planner. You don't need any of the covers. You don't need even this planner, but it does have, just like the Ivory Co, a monthly view, obviously different spreads, different styles. But this is the Jan to June, and this is it. This is the, so if you really wanted just to carry it like that, it's even a lot more compact. There are clear covers that you can use with it and just throw it in your purse. It's super small, super compact. I don't mind using this. I'm a mommy and I carry a backpack purse all the time. So this is nothing. Like, I don't carry purses. I mean, I'm not there yet. Maybe when I do, I can go to something smaller and I don't have to carry all this stuff for my girls. But for now, you know, this I think will do. And we'll see how it goes. It's exciting, and I have used an Avec before as a teacher planner. I'll get to that in a little bit. But anyway, this is a planner. The cool thing about this is that it not only has a monthly, but it has a monthly index where I will be using that as a tracker. It has my monthly spread, which is, this is December. And then it has weekly spreads like this. And then it obviously has dailies. So for 6 months, that's what it has. I use the back note pages, like I said, to get started this week. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I forgot I had this here. Sorry, all that noise. Just put back this on, and I do need this quickly in here and on my daily page, which is technically what I refer to on the daily. And on my Ivory Co, those were lifesavers. There we go. And I'm just going to put my pen in here. And this is it. This is my life planner. No everyday, no additional planners. This is it. This is my life planner for 2021. Now, moving on to my next essential planner. Let's put this here to the side, and let's move on to my next one. My next one is my work planner, and this is the work planner that I have been using because it's an academic year. So it's 2020 to 2021. It's an Erin Condren teacher planner. Again, I love Erin Condren. The paper is amazing. I mean, it smells good. It's great to the touch. It's I can write really smoothly in here, especially with my Joy pen. I love using it in here. My lesson plans are coming along just great. I have a couple of lesson plans, plan with me's here on my channel. I mean, it's just great, right? I don't use these note pages at all, not while we're doing virtual teaching. I haven't, but it's quite nice. I love it, and it's been doing great. What I came from was, again, you see how it's changing. This is super big. It's 8.5 by 11. It's thick. And then this is what I came from. The reason why I moved, this is a Hobonichi cousin of Ek, just like this one over here. So I won't be taking it out. But I made this one into my lesson planner because I was running around the city like crazy with my daughters, with the teacher life, with the mommy life, with the wife life, with the daughter life, right? So I needed to carry this with me in my backpack purse. So I did not want to carry this one with me. I had to, just because a lot of the work I do at home, because I have to go pick up my daughter from the babysitter. So I don't have the luxury, or I didn't have the luxury of staying at work to do my lesson plans, or to look over at notes, or to get my to-do list for the next day. I needed to take it with me, as much as I wanted to leave it at home. And I really wanted that, because before that I was using a happy planner, and for the first 6 months of the school year, and that was the 2019-2020 school year, I was using something similar to this. This is actually a 2021, as you can see, teacher planner from Happy Planner. I changed the cover because I really like this cover, and I do my small groups in here, but this is something similar or in size of what I used to do. It is actually a lot lighter than the Erin Condren planner, but as you can tell, it's also a lot thinner. So the sizes are the same, including the coil and the discs. So it's pretty, I love these planners. And with that being said, the reason why I came to this one was because, well, now it's sitting on my desk, right, in my office, because I'm teaching virtually. And not only that, I needed a fresh start. I did not know where to start when virtual teaching started. I was lost. I think I can speak for many teachers when we were sitting there staring at the screen, trying to figure out why in the world we were doing this. How, when, what resources, what do you mean? I'm teaching first grade, for the love of God. So it was difficult. Things are a lot better now. Not ideal. I'm still not happy about it, but I get to teach my students regardless. So that is why I moved. I needed a fresh start. I needed a space to think and put my schedules in. I did not feel like I was mentally ready to draw my lines in this one. So this is something similar to the planner that I just showed you here. And then I created these highlighted lines because I made it mine. I made it a spread that worked for me. Now, at the time when I was using this, yes, it took some time to do those lines and set this up the way it looks, but it was worth it because of how small it was, because of how easy it was making the rest of my life when I carried only this. While I was waiting at Taekwondo, I was making parent phone calls. I was making my notes. I was probably adding things to my lesson. I mean, this was so easy to carry with me, and I liked it, and it was worth it. It was worth the time I spent setting it up. I did not want to take any time setting this up. That's why I changed to this one, because it was ready for me. Here was my spread to teach. It was so nice and ready. I needed to figure out a schedule. I needed to figure out office hours, and would you like, I talked to parents it helped me, and it's working amazing right now. There hasn't been a week that I haven't used it. I mean, even my last week was what, December? So yeah, as you can tell, I've been using it every week, with the exception of these beginning of the month note pages. I don't use them. I probably should do my staff meeting notes here, but I'm currently using this one for that, my monthly Erin Condren. So this is where I take my staff meeting notes. I won't show you this one because it's it has personal information. But anyway, I love it. So I wanted to show you where I was coming from. Now let's go back to, or let's put these on my chair right here and let's show you. This is what I have. Life planner, work planner. Okay, so these two move to the side. The third essential planner that I have, and I know this is long and I did warn you about it, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys see what I had. I'm missing a binder here. I bought an Erin Condren teacher binder. So just the same layout as this one, but it was a binder. And I bought it because I wanted to budget in that one. So this was my budget planner at the beginning of 2020. I did my own forms. It worked out perfect. I'm not going to open it. It's just a regular planner in here. Oops, I did have it backwards. Sorry. It's a regular planner in here, and I used it to do my budget. Now, it was a little bit hard for me to keep up with the weekly spreads, and I needed something that will divide things by category. The teacher planner did that really well because where I could do things by category, and that worked out perfect. I don't have that planner because I easily got tired of it because it was so big. It was just so big and heavy. It was a lot bigger than this one and this one because the binder, you know, occupies so much space. It was so thick. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love the paper. I love my forms, being able to insert them into a 3-ring binder. It was great, but it was so big. And I only used it for 2 months, and I'm like, I can't budget. I won't budget. I refuse to budget. So a budget planner has to be something friendly for me and something that I love doing, something that I actually can sticker to, because that's what makes me come back to my planners. So I just let it go. And I was on the Hobonichi website, and I'm like, what if I use one of these for budgeting? And then I'm looking at their choices, right? They have an A5, they have an A6, they have the entire year, they have the avec, which means 6 months. And I was like, I don't like it. I don't like the daily pages. That doesn't work for me. Like, I don't want to. And then I was like, wait, what about the weeks? And so I started looking into the weeks and figuring out how I can do this. And of course, I figured it out. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. It's an idea. I'm loving it right now. I've been using that. So let me give you an example. This is a Hobonichi cover for the weeks planner book that they have. And this one is from Mina Perhonen as well. And it's called Minamo. And as you can tell, it has a lot of lint, but I'm using it as my wallet. It has my spending money, my grocery money, and then change here, and a zipper pocket in the back. You can put your cards in here as well. It has a pen loop, and here is the actual just the planner. So the planner is this one. I chose this one. They have a lot of different designs, and here we are. I'm using the monthly for my bill payments. My monthly bill payments, my paydays, and I am going to do my totals next week, right? Yeah, next week. The month ends next week. And then let me show you what last week looked. I'm not done with last week, so I can show you that. Okay, so let me do this one. So here I have my spending on the weekly spread here. So you have a weekly spread going horizontally, and then I use my budget form that I use in this big planners right here, and I shrunk it, I don't know, to like 40%. I don't know what I did, but I put it on sticker paper and then just laid it here, and it worked out so well. At the bottom I have my totals, and I used to share my budget here in the channel, and they were some of my most viewed videos. But also same thing happened, and why I had a disclaimer at the beginning of this video is because I don't know, I feel bad because a lot of people were commenting like, well, we don't make what you make, and that wasn't either a good or a bad thing in terms of like, I don't know, the amount that I make, but like people were comparing, which always happens. I get it, things happen like that, and I compare myself too, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not a good thing to do, but I do. And I just learned, I guess, that if you don't have anything nice to say, then just don't say anything at all. And I guess my mom always taught us that. And when I see comments like to me, they're offensive. They are. And I leave them. I don't erase your comments unless you're really offensive to others, or even myself. You're being disrespectful in a way that I can't, you know, it shouldn't be online. So I delete comments like that, and I have done it. But I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, and I get it. But also, I mean, guys, if this video was about me and my hustling in this life, we will probably all be crying right now. And so, I mean, we all have a story to tell. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I knew it was going to be a chatty video because, I mean, they're my planners. It's personal, and there's decisions that I need to be making, right? So this is now my budget planner. The monthly, like I said, I'm using it for bill payments. And then my weekly is my spending. My weekly spreads are for spending, and then just doing my cash budget form. And then at the end, there's some note pages, and I'm using them for sinking funds. So this is it. Like, it's with me. I track immediately when I'm spending because it's so compact and I'm carrying it with me. So, you know, why wouldn't I? So there we go. I went through 2 planners this last year. I started with the Happy Planner, and then I went to an Erin Condren teacher planner as a budget planner. And thankfully, I was all nicely set up. So my sister took that. I gave it to her, and she is enjoying it. She's loving it, actually. So that worked out really well for her, especially because it was all set up. She was so excited about it, and I'm glad I was able to bless her like that. So this is it. These are my planners for 2021. That's it. So I have my work planner, my life planner, my budget planner. That's it. These are my planners, and I'm done with that. Now, the next items are either a journal or a memory keeping book. So let's get started with the first thing. It's my wellness journal, my tracker, my other life source. And I attempted to use the Michaels brand. It's undated, so I used it 2019, 2020, and then I was like, I can't, it doesn't work for me. I also use, if you recall from my thick Hobonichi weeks at the beginning of the video, I also tried tracking in the back of that, and I did. It was great. And then I was like, I don't like having it all together, so I went and bought the Commit 30 book, and I didn't realize it was all messy. But yeah, this is great. It's great. I just didn't keep up with it. Undated. I don't know why I grab another undated book. I think that it's like an ideal thing, but when it's undated, I feel like I'm not committed, even though it's called Commit. So I don't know. Like, I just say, hey, there's a time where I'm like, oh, I have to date it. I don't want to. And okay, so then I went to my love, which is the Hobonichi, and I was like, okay, this might work. It might not. I might be all wrong, but it's the first time using it, so we'll see. Now, it's not the first time I tried doing a wellness planner. I also have a Happy Planner, wellness planner for 2019, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So we're going to try this one. At the front, it has index pages. I'm using it as a tracker, and that's working out well right now. So I'm tracking that right here. And then it also has monthly. I'm tracking my weight there and my movement. And then my daily hasn't started. I can't wait. But I'm thinking I'm using this one. It has perfect squares for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Tracking my food log in here. Or using this as my food log, sorry. And then I want to use this as whatever weight loss. Sometimes, you know, I thought about like doing it like just journaling, just telling how I was feeling that day. And the great thing about this is, like, you know what? This is exactly what I tell myself every day, one day at a time, Maria. So it's, if something went wrong that day, look, I get to start a fresh new spread here, or a fresh new journal entry, whatever that may be. So I'm not looking at a weekly spread that I messed up. I'm looking at a daily, and then guess what? When I turn, fresh start. So, I mean, it sounds like a great idea. Now, in practice, I don't know. I will keep you updated with that. So this one is also a Hobonichi. It is an A6 avec, which means it's 6 months as well. It is on a black and blue colors. cover from the Hobonichi website. It also has a cover on cover with the Eric character from the Sean Tan story books or kids books, and it's super cute. I love it. So that's what we're using. We're putting these away and we're keeping that one right there. All right, next one is for memory keeping. Memory keeping, I was doing my Aura Estelle, and is it pink blush? I think it's pink blush, and I use her inserts as well and her dividers, and we've been keeping up with this. I have been really good. In December, I think I'm updated. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this week off and continue with the next one. And I've been memory keeping in a format of stickering. I sticker and then just write what I do, right? And a lot of people do this. You can find a lot of videos on that. It is great. It is amazing. I love stickering, and it is super time consuming. And when I back up in this, it takes me hours and hours to get updated, but it's still great. Like, there's times when I sticker, there's times when I don't. And this is another one that I will be finishing. So in my stickering journey, this is the second planner journal, whatever you want to call it, that I finished. So this will be done. I love it. And I just did not want to invest in any more stickers. So, I mean, I am using character stickers, and which means that besides that, I had to buy a lot of sticker kits, and not had to, but I wanted to, because this is my hobby and I love it. You see how cute and chunky it is? I love it. But I decided to invest in covers for Hobonichi because I'm obsessed with them, and they are artistic, and they just inspire me so much. So I had to make a decision. I couldn't, and like I said, and here comes, you know, an answer to a lot of the people that comment, hey, well, that planner can feed my family. I get it. I get that. But see, as a woman in Christ, I understand that material things are not important. I get that. But they're also something that I can purchase. And fortunately, you know, I have been able to do that, and blessed to be able to do that. So here comes the reason why I couldn't keep up stickering and invest in covers as well. That's because it's not in the budget. If I had it in the budget, I will have it both ways. I will buy sticker kits like crazy, and I will keep buying covers like crazy. I can't do both. Do you hear my silence? And that's okay. I'm not going to go to a channel and then be mean to someone and say, well, I wish I could sticker and buy as many covers as you do. Like, I just... So here it goes. I'm doing it in a writing format because, not only because I couldn't invest in both, but also because I thought it would be a great idea to keep a 5-year journal. So I am using, again, as you can tell, they're all Hobonichis. A Hobonichi 5-year techo. It is on a cover that is called Search and Collect from the Hobonichi website as well. And all it is it doesn't have a monthly. It goes straight into like a daily page. It's literally a daily page, but for 5 years. So if I am going to start January 1st, 2021, and this is just going to be summarizing my day. That's it. Whatever happened that day, I want to write it. Whether it was exciting or it was the most boring thing about lazy day, watched Toy Story with my girls, and went to sleep at 7 p.m. Great. That's actually a really good day. But I'm going to write it in here and then move on to January 2nd. And then summarize my day. It's just memory keeping of that day. Maybe here and there I'll try and put a sticker. I don't want to bulk this one up because it's thick, it's chunky, and I don't want to break the spine. But yeah, so that's it. And then next year I'll start all over again, 2022. all the way to 2025. Crossing my fingers. Yes, I like it. I'm excited about this one. It is very exciting. So this is a big change. We'll see how it goes. Who's not to say that, you know what, Maria Hernandez, I'm going to try and invest in some more stickers. I'm going to try. I mean, I always look for really good prices on stickers. Let me just be honest. I only bought like one time from like a very expensive sticker shop, and I never did it again because I couldn't. That was not within our budget, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, there it is. Super cool and super loved, as you can tell. So this is my memory keeping for 2021. And then I am going to move on to, oh, I know why I brought this one out. This is a life planner for 2019, so it has nothing to do with the one I'm going to show you next. The reason why I put it out here, oh, it's so cute. Okay, the reason why I have it here is because I had a faith planner that I recently purchased and the Happy Planner site, and it was so cute with the blue discs. I don't know what it was called, but it was a faith planner, and I actually filmed a haul with it, and then I realized it's not working for me again. I'm like, why did you buy a Happy Planner? You knew it wasn't going to work, but it was so beautiful. You know that moment, FOMO? And then, yes, I grabbed it, and then, oh, well, okay, whatever. So it was something similar to this. That's why I'm bringing this one out. And so I have always kept a faith planner, and I go in it weekly and then attempt, and then I let go. So I was looking on... I was sitting one day very calm and relaxed, and then my sister sent me a message with a YouTube video. Well, keep in mind that I'm the one who obsessed her, and then now she's into Hobonichi as well. And then she sends me a video of Paper Made Me Do It, which I absolutely love and subscribe. Go ahead and check her out. Oh, she was doing, I think it was like a 10 months ago video, like sometime this year, and she was showing her faith planner, and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? And I had already purchased an entire year Hobonichi A5, and then I let it go, and then I had to go back and buy another one because I'm like, yes, that's perfect. So she's using that as her faith planner, I guess you can call it. For me, it's a faith journal, and the monthly, she's doing scriptures. I was doing my Bible plan, so I have my Bible plan in December because the monthly does start on December. And then she used her daily to write, that's not daily, sorry, she used her weekly horizontally and ignore the lines in here to use it for her Sunday notes service. I was like, that's genius. So I was like, but I can't do that because I see the lines, it's gonna bother me, right? And then I was listening to service on Sunday, and I'm like, let me try it. I'm gonna try it. And I tried it, and I loved it. Obviously, she has a much nicer, setup. But I loved it. I'm trying to learn how to brush letter, and I know this is funny, but I'm trying. I'm not embarrassed to say that I'm trying, and I mean, it's all right? I mean, it's a beginner page. Okay, that was my #1 page. There we go. So, and then she's using her daily for her Bible study. I can't start it into January 1st. I do study my Bible, and I was like, genius, girl, she's genius. And I was like, that's great. And I don't know if that was her idea or she took it from someone, but I thought it was genius, and that's who I got it from. Paper Made Me Do It. She made me do it. So I love it. I think it's a great idea, and I am being a copycat. She shared her ideas and she inspired me, and here I am. And so it's just such a great idea, and I'm keeping it in this cover from Hobonichi. It's from Mina Perhonen as well. It's called Ohio, and I am loving it very much. I sure am. So there it is. That's my faith planner for 2021. I'm moving on to my personal journal. I'm not opening this one because, well, it has a lot of personal information, but this is a chunky. It is an A6 English version, original techo, and I have it in the Ochitsky cover. Finally, it's not from Mina Perhonen, and and it's doing well. I love it. It's chunky. I'm proud of it, and it's just the good, the bad, and the ugly going here, right? It's just my personal journal, and then this is the one that is replacing it for 2021. Nothing new. It's worked out great, so I'm not going to change it. There's nothing to change. It's beautiful. It's just great, okay? As you can tell, this is a cover that I got initially, the candle cover from Mina Perhonen, and then I was like, why did I get it? I don't like orange, but the candle cover was so peaceful. I loved it so much that obviously, of course, I had to get the A5 version, right? So it is so cute. It is just adorbs. So anyway, that's my journal for 2021. I'm moving this one out of the way. And then we're moving on to 3 that are new, like new. Like the other ones are being replaced by something else, and I use them, and in 2021 there was something that either I had an intention of completing, or I had a planner or a journal. These 3 are new to the lineup and completely, like new to my life completely in terms of the idea. So I bought this Sesame Street Hobonichi Weeks. It's not the mega, it's just the regular, and it was beautiful. And I do memory keeping for my girls in weeks, so that's what I had bought it. And then I decided to get another design for my 10-year-old, and then I had this extra one laying around, and I loved it. I love Sesame Street. It brings back really nice memories, and I was just sitting there one day, and I was doing speech therapy with my daughter, and then I was like, I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna take some notes. The problem there is I have therapy with her 3 to 4 times a week, and it's virtual. So I sit there and I help the speech therapist, right? Well, she helps us technically, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm helping as well. And then she gives us homework, like, to practice. And then I'm like, yes, I'm going to help you. Great, baby. Let's practice. You know, crazy day happens. And then like late evening, I'm like, what were we practicing today? And I forget. I forget what speech therapist said what. So hello. I am not going to show you my personal notes, but on this side, I write what we were learning. Like, for example, on Friday, was it Friday? Yes, Friday, we learned come back, and she was learning how to say come back, and she was learning how to say go away. And so I wrote it, and not only that, she gave me ideas of games that I can play with her so that I can do that with her while we are playing, so that she can learn this. So that way I know exactly what we talked about and what she needs for the next speech session, as well as on this side I made it for Camila's school items. So this has been helping me tremendously, and I didn't even know how much I needed it. The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, that I did use like my life planner to note, like, yeah, the speech sessions, and maybe like, oh, she said to bring this, and I put it in the daily page, and then I got lost. Like, I was like, wait, what did she say? And this is always on my 3-year-old's desk, and I put it in a little area there, and it stays there because that's where we have our sessions. The best thing ever. I don't have to go and run and get my life planner, which technically really didn't happen. I was like, I'm not gonna go get it. Like, I just, no, it's time to just, it's the best thing ever. It's technically like a health tracker journal for my girls. I don't know what to call it, but it's great. So next thing here is another 5-year journal. It's in the A6 size, and I bought it, gave it away. I bought it, sold it, and then I bought it again. I just did. I'm going to use it as my prayer journal. And that's why I actually bought it initially. When I saw this cover, it inspired me so much. I saw the 3 and how symbolic that is in the Bible as well, the number 3. And then birds, of course, really inspire me of how, you know, if the Lord takes care of the birds of the sky, what more would he not do for us, you know? So it just reminds me of that. And I don't know, I love it. And I want to journal in here. I want to be a book of prayer, of requests. I see how many of those prayers get answered by the Lord. I think it's such a cool idea to see maybe what was important to me to pray about, you know, in these 5 years. I think it would be so cool. And I don't know, this is kind of like a little, I heard someone saying on a YouTube video, it's like your Instagram, you know, when things pop out, or Facebook, like, oh, a year ago. That's just, it's cool, right? So that's new. And then this one right here, I am so excited about. It is an entire year. So the difference of a 6 month, let me show you. This one's a 6 month right here. So this one right here is, okay, hold on. This one right here is a 6 month. That's my wellness. And then this one right here is the entire year. Okay, so what happened here? I'm being rough with it. That's what happened. Okay, so this one right here, it's for my professional development, my language, grammar development, and this is going to shock you, I'm pretty sure, in Spanish more than in English, because my native language is Spanish. I feel like I'm losing a lot of the vocabulary. You would think I will want to learn or, you know, enhance my development in English, which I am, and I'm going to use it for that. My daily pages are going to be for podcast and professional development, and just that academic development that I haven't done in a while. I'm just going to be honest with you. So reading, whatever I do, it's great. And see, I started in the back. I already started, see? So it doesn't start into the first, and that's what I'll use it. The monthly, I'm going to use it for new vocabulary, and this is new, and we'll see how it goes. It might be great, it might be a failure, but I'm gonna give it a try. So these 3 are absolutely new. Like, I've never had a journal planner with these items before. So there we go. That's that. And where was this from? That's a great question. Oh, right here. Okay. So let's move on to, last but definitely not least, my girls' journals. So let's start with the 2020. These are my 2020 planners, journals for my girls. This idea came later, way later in the year. This I've been doing all year long. I've already updated this one to have all the year stuff. This one is a work in process, but it's going well, I think. Okay, so these right here on the left-hand side is kind of like this one. So let me just show you this one because it has private information from the girls. I only have 2 more weeks to go in here. I'm so excited. Okay, the pages look similar. It's the same thing. Here I write a little love note for my kids, or maybe something that happened that day, or something funny that they said. This idea came from Sarah Martinez. It is not my idea at all. Now on the right hand side, my idea. I put pictures of the week, whatever pictures we took that week, if we took any. If not, then it stays blank, it's fine. But that's what I use this for, the weekly spreads. And then in the back, if we had, I don't know, a birthday, or here, a birthday, or maybe we had, I don't know, maybe it was Christmas and I have so many other pictures. These note pages on the back are numbered. So whatever weekly spread that happened in, I'll put a note. Go check page 23 and 24 in the back for more pictures. And then I put more pictures. The other thing I do here is I ask different family members to write something for them. So I give it to, I don't know, my sister, and say, hey, can you just write? It could be a picture, it could be a drawing, it could be a message, whatever, a poem, whatever you want, for them to keep that in memory. These will go with them when they leave the nest, I've decided. So when they leave the nest, they will be taking these with them. And then it hit me wait, what about the memories that I keep of them? What just happened? So when the 2021 lineup came out, I decided to get the journals. The covers, this one was from the Meet Again sale, so I decided to get later. It is from the 2020 lineup, this one. So I decided how cute would it be that these are their 2020 planners with 2020 lineup items. I don't know, that in my brain it worked out well. So what I decided to do is, this is a copycat of these. Definitely. So I did the month of January. I still need to go back and put the notes, but I printed out the pictures for January, and obviously I am back journaling. So how cute is this? This is actually a day-free planner in here. It's in the A6 size. It is beautiful, and it is perfect for my intentions with this journal right here. So it is exciting. I'm so excited to finish this up. It'll probably be super chunky because of the pictures, but it's fine. So this will stay with my husband and I, as well as this one that I was trying to figure out what to do with all the drawings, love notes that they give us. I don't know, maybe postcards or cards from really love family members, and that's what I did here. So I took everything that they had given us throughout this year and maybe even the year before, and just put them in here. Like, I want to show you one, and I know you're gonna laugh, so I'm gonna do that for you guys. Let me show you. My little one did this. She said, "Mommy, that's Camila." So she drew her sister, you know, the typical 3-year-old drawing her circle with the legs. No body. There's a head. And then she was drawing herself. How cute. And then she drew mommy. You ready? So whenever people ask me, how's your weight loss journey? I'm just going to show them this, okay? This is the best thing ever. Every time I see it, it makes me smile. And then she drew her sister. It's so cute. So as you can tell, we've been enjoying it. These are drawings she made with her 5th grade teacher, directed drawings, super cute stuff. I mean, I want to sit there years from now with my husband and just look through these two things. They're the 2 books. I'm hoping that I keep up with them. This is also a day-free 2020, day-free 2020, and I did the same for this upcoming year. So, and then I have 10 cents. I don't know where it came from. And I'm doing the same thing. So this Elmo cover has a 2020 day-free in here, and that's where I'll be doing the same thing as I did with this one over here. And then my Elmo over here is going to have this information right there, and here are the 2 weeks to replace these 2. So nothing is going to change here. If anything, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. These make me super happy. These right here make me super happy. So that's that. Now I'm done. Like, now I'm super done. Like, look at all of this. Like, I can't even. Can I put them all in the frame? Let's see. Let's see if I can do that. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 planners, journals, memory keeping books, and that's all I have for you guys. If you're interested in watching, just line up again. I will be filming right after this one, and then you can watch it just with the 2021 lineup. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Love you guys. Take care. But more than anything, God bless. Bye.